provide millions of beneficial microbes, and that is what makes worm casting outstanding. Today we are going to be amending this potato bed. So yesterday I went ahead and added this material to the bed, and I don't have hay, I don't have straw. So what we do have is a lot of ferns, and so I collected the dry ferns, broke them up into small pieces, and that is what I use to top up this bed, because this and the one here, these are my potato beds. And the reason I use these as opposed to adding more soil is because these material can move very easily, so there is no restrictions when you're growing potatoes, and because of that you can get larger potatoes and you can get more potatoes. So that is why I use either hay or straw, or in my case ferns, to grow my potatoes. Now before I start putting in potatoes in this bed, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be topping up the bed with my worm castings. Now why am I going to be adding worm castings to the bed? Has a lot of benefits in your garden. So when you use worm castings in your garden, worm castings is not recognized as a fertilizer, it is recognized as a soil amendment, which means that worm casting helps to aerate your soil. In this case, because we are using straw in here, so we don't really need aeration from the castings. It helps with moisture retention. It also provides millions of beneficial microbes, and that is what makes worm casting outstanding. It has a small amount of NPK, but the number of microbes that it contains is what makes it so effective in the garden, because worm castings, the microbes in the worm castings are beneficial microbes, and they break down the nutrients that are in the soil into the simplest form so that your plants can readily absorb the nutrients. So for example, now when we are facing fertilizer shortages across many countries because of the war in Iraq or Iran, whichever one it is. So because of that, right now a lot of people are facing difficulty getting fertilizer, or they have to pay a really high price to get fertilizer. So what can you do if you don't have a lot of fertilizer? Worm castings, whether you have fertilizers or not, is very beneficial in your garden, because one, it is going to strengthen the root of your plants. And you know, just like the foundation of the house, if the roots of your plants are not healthy, then no matter what you do with the plant, it won't produce as it is supposed to. Now if you don't have fertilizer in your soil, the reality is most times when you had fertilizer, and when I say fertilizer, it's all natural, I don't do anything chemical based in my garden. So when I say fertilizer, when you put fertilizer in your garden, most of the time the plant will absorb some of it, but it won't really absorb all of the nutrients in the soil. Now when you don't have fertilizer, you want the microbes that are in the soil to break down whatever existing nutrients is in the soil, or whatever nutrients you're going to be adding to the soil. You want the worm castings with all those microbes to break down the nutrients into the simplest form so that the plants can easily absorb it. So that is why I'm adding the worm castings here. Not only that, but the worm castings will help your plants to grow faster, because naturally they can absorb more nutrients. It also enhances the flavor of your produce. And in addition to that, it helps to control certain pests like aphids, if you use it as a foliar spray, that is, aphids, whiteflies, and spider mites. So you want to add your worm castings to your garden, and to get the best benefit from your worm casting, it is recommended that you add 1 part castings to 2 part soil to 4 part soil, sorry. So for example, my bed is 10 inches. Some of it is covered by the gravel, so it won't look like 10 inches, but my bed is 10 inches deep. So that would mean that if I'm going to be doing 1 part castings and 4 part soil, that would be 5 parts in total. If the bed is 10 inches, if you divide that into 5, sorry, that means 1 part would be 2 inches. So therefore, when you're topping up your bed with worm castings, you want 2 inches of soil. But what if you don't have that much worm castings? That's okay. Whatever quantity of castings you have, you want to spread it out evenly in your bed. Or if when you're ready to plant, for each hole that you dig, you had a handful of castings in there, and that should be good enough to get your plants going. And of course, worm casting is a slow release, so therefore you want to ensure that at least every 2 months you are topping up your garden with worm castings to get those beneficial microbes going. So I'm adding castings to my garden at the moment, and we just had a nice size harvest, but I have quite a lot of beds. So are you using worm castings in your garden? If you need a nice supply of worm castings, then I suggest you contact me, whether DM or email. You can reach out to me, and I have a steady supply, so go ahead and place your order. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have yourself a wonderful day. Yeah man, a time for grow.